Ladies and gentlemen, the King is here, back with another banger. We're back with another episode of Persona content. Today, we're doing a tier list of characters from both Persona 5 and Persona 3, okay? Why did I do that in reverse? Persona 5 is right here, Persona 3 is right here. I didn't find one that had both of them in one, and it had 4 characters in it, and I was gonna get mixed up because character designs or whatever. And yeah, we're just gonna do these separate. We're gonna do these separate, but y'all will get the gauge of where I'm putting certain characters. Two things. I'm gonna get Yukari first. That's the first character I'm gonna talk about. The first character, because everybody in my comments just don't understand why I don't like her. And I'm gonna go into a deep dive discussion on why. And there's gonna be a couple disclaimers. But the second one is, I'm gonna get into MC Joker, and I think his name was Makoto. I'm not sure. That's what chat kept saying, but I don't remember for sure. But I'm gonna get into the MCs last, because that is a certain discussion that's really heated for some reason. But hey, man, we gonna get into that in a second. But first, like the video, so I know you like it, subscribe to the channel so you can see more. Now, everybody's keep wondering. The one thing I keep seeing is why do I hate YUKATA so fucking much? So let me okay. So let's take a couple caveats out of this, okay? First things first, you gotta put a little not on YUKATA at all. I mean, not a YUKATA, a little grain of salt with some of these rankings, because a lot of these characters I just finished Persona 3 on my first playthrough, and I didn't get through all of the confidants, but I got through more than half, I believe. I got through a lot of them, but there's a couple of them that I really like. Oh, okay. Like for example, who didn't? Oh, the whatchamacallit, the I forgot the scammer and the other shorty, the shorty with long hair, glasses. Y'all know who this is. Who else didn't I get through to? Actually, oh, him who was smoking the cigarette in school. Who else? I think that might. Oh, the old man. But is the old man even on here? I don't think the old man's on here. Well, I didn't get through the old man, but you know, old man was old manning. Okay. There's a couple the answer DLC characters in here. I'm not going to get into them. It's slight spoilers, but do I really know them? Not really. Anyways, into the Yukata talk. Okay, so every stance that I'm taking off right now, I'm only taking the parts of the story that happens that you have to go through. Bits and pieces from the portion that you have to go through. So, whatchamacallit, Mitsuru's whole confidence thing, that was really just a rich girl finding out about herself and us discovering stuff with her and getting her away from her boyfriend. I mean, her man who was supposed to marry. And Fuka was trying to help the team out, which is like, you know, typical stuff. She don't really fight with us, but she was trying to help the team out. Makes sense. I didn't do Yukatan at all. So I'm gonna sit both those personalities of Fuka and Mitsuru completely out the picture of this conversation. And you're about to see why. I'm gonna ask y'all a question. What was Yukatan's personality? What was her character trait in this game? Let me tell you every single other character trait in this game, okay? Sonata, obsessed with fighting, and he always wanted to fight. He always wants to be in the action, and he's obsessed with boxing. Cool. Agnes is a robot, which we find out later that she's the one who put death inside our body and is obsessed with us and want to stick by our side. Fuka wants to help the team out all the time, is stressing a lot, but she's the surveyor, this, that, and the third. Mitsuru is the rich character that basically is over the whole entire corporation at this point and wants to basically keep everything in check. So, semi-leader, she's kind of like Makoto in this sense, getting everybody straight to the rich girl, trying to figure out her life without her father, this, that, and the third. You see how much that was? Koromaru, he's a goddamn dog. I forgot his goddamn name, but he basically wanted revenge for his mother that the original 3 killed. Junpei has something You know, it was kind of teased a little bit, but it didn't go too in depth. But it seemed like he was the comic relief, the funny guy to take it easy. But then after that, he got a whole fucking arc of maturing, and he started smoothing out the roughs that he was in because he cared about somebody, and shit was getting up there, so he couldn't just be all jumpy all the time again. Who am I missing? Oh, my big dog. He really just joined the team to look after, you know, what's his face, because, you know, his mom died, and they're basically the reason. Did I miss anybody that is part of the team? I don't think I missed anybody. Please tell me, what is Yukata's trait? Okay, because she had on the beach, when we found out about her father's death, we had a little moment there, right? Other than that, she doesn't really talk about her father that much. She might talk about her in her confidence thing, but we're taking that out. Everything that we have to see, every point in this story that we always see about, that we have to look at. There's no way we can miss it. This is like in the story, locked down in. Every cut scene is gonna lead to this point, whatever, you know. What else is she talking about? Oh, towards the end game of the game, she starts cooling with Mitsuru, which is another conversation to really be had. Other than that, do you know the only thing I can remember, the only thing that constantly pissed me off about this character is because she was always on Junpei's case no matter what he says. It's almost as if every time he talked, every time he did something, she just had to comment on that, and I don't remember. Now, you could be like, he just hate the character, so he didn't pay attention. I physically don't remember her talking about anything else. Now, I know what you're thinking. Morgana did the same thing to not Junpei, but what's his face? Damn, when I was playing the game, I was always calling Junpei this nigga. Where is he? Hello? As soon as I see his face, I'll remember. I don't remember his name. You can say that Morgana did the same thing to this nigga right here. At the same time, Morgana was literally built around the fact that Morgana lost his memories, and he was trying to figure out his entire life, and he was struggling with the fact that he could have been a shadow. He had some building blocks besides the 1, 2, 3, 4 bricks of him getting on Ryuji? No. Right. Is it Ryuji? I can't remember his name for some reason. But Morgana had a couple building blocks of getting on him while already having the constructive pieces to be like another character besides just getting on him. I don't remember what Yukata. Anytime she talked, it was about Junpei. That's not the only reason. There was a conversation because I was beefing, I was fighting you niggas. In one of the videos, it was the when Yukata smacked the shit out of Mitsuru. And I was thinking, and I said it in the video, why did you do that? Why? Why did somebody is absolutely venting out to you, telling you about your stressful emotions, how your dad just died, you don't know if life is important right now, you don't know if this, that, and the third, there's so much, the shadows, everything just seems like it's hopeless. And the other character proceeds to slap the shit out of you and then talk to you calmly. I had somebody in my comments telling me, legit telling me, that because these slapped work, it was justified. Now, before I even get on a rant about that, they were telling me, somebody in the comments was also telling me how I think he, now look at my screen, I think he slapped the shit out of Sanada-san. Now, I'm gonna be honest, don't remember. If anybody can bring up the episode on when it specifically happened, because I remember the game and each segment because I made videos about each segment. If you could tell me when the hell he smacked the shit out of him or he punched the shit out of him, then sure, it happened. I'm not saying it's justified, but you also have to go through this reasoning as well. These two niggas have been orphans together or basically brothers. Siblings fight all the time. We probably, actually, I'm not even gonna use that. I don't even like the off screen. Like off screen, they probably punched each other. That's not on screen. I'm only going on what's on screen and what has been given to us. These two have been orphans and they grew up together and they are literally like fucking brothers, and siblings fight and you gotta knock some sense out. And second, okay, I don't remember if you I'm gonna assume whatever situation we were in was dire. This is what I'm gonna assume. If it's not, then I'll correct myself in the comments if somebody tells me when the hell he smacked it. I'm not saying I don't believe you. I'm saying I don't remember. Totally different. I don't remember when it happened. But at the same time, I'm gonna assume it was in a dramatic manner and we need to snap the hell out of it. Yukata smacked the shit out of Mitsuru to get her in her right mind when we weren't in a serious situation. We was out on the beach having our calm talk, and there's no reason for physical violence. Anything talk, like you didn't just, if that would work, you should have just kept hitting her until she was quiet and then she listened. You smacked it, she smacked it shit out, like, and that's another thing. Oh my god, speaking of physical violence, I'm pretty sure there was 2 other times. One with Ryoji, this nigga, Death. One with Death and one with me. If you don't remember what it was, MC and Yuka-san were in the building, and like the shadow was manipulating our mind. And my character then, I resisted all the times to go see Yuka-san in the shower. And she comes out the shower with just a towel and she sees me, literally slaps the shit out of me. And then after that, we just go about our business. Now, I understand if I go up to talk to her, oh, my bad. Have you seen, like, do you understand that every other character in this game, when it was time to apologize, they just came up and did it in a fucking scene? I didn't have to go fetch a my bad, I'm sorry, nothing. Because remember, hold on, before you start typing, do you remember when Junpei was having beef with us because we was a leader and we kept trying to talk to him and it was legit beef and he kept pushing us away and shit like that? And then not even out of nowhere, at a certain point, he came to us and said, I've been acting like a dick lately, man. And this food that I'm giving you is not even enough to say how sorry I am, but I do apologize. That's not me quoting him, but that was basically what he fucking said. He literally came out to us and said he apologized to us. He literally said he's sorry to our faces without me having to go run to it. And I'm pretty sure every other character, when it's time to say sorry, they just say it. They pull up to us and say it. So I'm just saying, I'm not finna ask you for an apology. Like, damn, you did smack the shit out of me. Nah, you're gonna come up to me and tell me you're sorry. I think that was the beginning of the hate, besides the part of her just always on Junpei ass. She just came, you know, physical violence. Oh, I didn't even talk about how she smacked the shit out of Death. No, she actually punched the shit out of Death, because Death, that was another thing that they said in the comments was justified. Death was hitting on Mitsuru, and Mitsuru just absolutely ignored him. Right? And Death was like, hey man, and that shit was tough. You still trying to go out to a movie or something? She could have dipped just like was Mitsuru not leading by example? Leave. He got what was coming to him? Does that make sense? When you could just leave? You could just go about your business. You could just ignore him. You see he picking up chicks. It's not like you're the only one he's just sitting there and bothering. It's not like he's going back to back bugging you. And it's not even like he's trying to insinuate he finna do anything. He's just saying, hey, it's like, do you want to go out on a date? She could have said no or left. Physical violence. Nobody else in this game does that. Nobody else just, hey, you want to go on a date and just socks them straight in the stomach. Like, that's one thing. That was another thing I'm not rocking with her. So until somebody in the comments outside of her confidants, and I'm not finna argue about this shit. I'm not going to. If it has anything to do with her confidants, I'm taking that completely out, because that is a part of the story where I could choose to not do it or not. And everything I have suggested, everything I brought up is something you have to see, something you have to see to progress in the story. I do not have to talk to her the entire game, and the game still continues. It's a-okay. So the three main reasons I don't like her: she's always on Junpei's shit, which seems like it's her entire personality, because I legit cannot see or remember, because she had 2 scenes with her father, or no, 2 scenes about her father. Her father, when she found out about his death and the reason, and the note he left, and how the tape was manipulated, and the letter he left her. And that's the only 2 scenes about her father that's in game that you cannot skip, that you have to see. So it seems like bullying Junpei is her only personality. Oh my god, I just remembered. Oh my sweet Jesus. If I got a chick and she just died, and she's sketching, and she's telling me when we first start out this relationship, let me put it in quotations because it wasn't really a relationship, it was really like a friendship, kind of, sort of. We first start the friendship, it was like, oh, can I see your Johns? You probably wouldn't get it. Like, all right, cool, it's fine with me. We get to know each other, we start bonding, this, that, and the third. Shorty dies. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm with the crew. They found her sketchbook, and I'm about to break down crying. YUKATA, hey! Can I look at your notebook? Can I look at the sketchbook? And Junpei responds, you probably wouldn't get it. Now, regular people in my chat, is that giving you a yes, go look? Please answer truthfully. I want to see yes or fucking no. Answer truthfully. If I told you you probably wouldn't get it, are you really still gonna open that book and look through the sketchbook that I told you probably wouldn't get, and I didn't give you a yes or no? Is that the go ahead? Is that the go ahead? I need to know. Me personally, that's a fuck no. You probably wouldn't get it. Why would you even? Okay, it's not even you probably wouldn't get it. Why would you look through my book? You probably wouldn't get it. You're just not gonna understand it. Like, it's not even please don't open it. It's like common sense, just don't open the book. So that's my 4th reason why. Can we get to 15? Can we get to 12? Actually, it was 13 reasons why. We're already on 4. Bullying Junpei is her own personality. I don't see any what is it called? It's not called personal space. It's not called personal privacy. Privacy or protection of privacy. Some bullshit like that. I don't see any physical violence, and I forgot the last one. It's probably no personality was Junpei. No state of privacy. Physical violence, I swear there was another one, chat. I can't remember, but y'all watched it, so y'all know. I don't like this character, and it's not because she's a woman. It's not because I don't think she's bad. It's literally the personality. Personally, this is me. I'm not saying y'all don't have to like her. I'm telling y'all why I don't like her and why I act the way I act. Because to me, she's become very much unlikable. I'm not saying that's bad writing at all. I'm not saying that. Didn't say that. It's good enough writing for me not to like somebody. Actually, nah. I'm not seeing any personality in this character at all. Literally can't see it. Especially in the beginning portion of this game. I don't see the personality. She's the first one we see. The only thing I get is, oh, she keeps bashing on Junpei. Can't wait to learn about this character. Like, bro, that honestly doesn't appeal to me. So, this character, I don't like her. Don't see the personality. Y'all can talk y'all shit in the comments. I really don't give a fuck, okay? Anyways, if there was I'm not gonna overdo it. I'm not gonna overdo it because I just went on a rant. But, I don't. Where is she at? Right here. I don't like this character at all. Anyway, okay, we can actually, this is not for YUKATA. Everybody breathe. I'm making a hold on. I'm making another add row below. I'm gonna name it don't know. Okay, so that's basically gonna be the art student. Who else? There was another one that actually no, I got like halfway through his. Anyway, who the hell is this? I don't know if that's I have no idea who that is. Who the hell is that? Am I tripping? That must okay, I could be same character question mark? Don't know. Okay, I actually like that's not me tripping. I actually don't know who the hell that character is. Anyway, she's holding a tarot card, but I'm not even gonna get too into it. Anybody else? I don't know about the scammer, honestly. Anybody else? Okay, I'm gonna put all the people I think are the answer DLC that I don't know about. Anybody else? Where's the okay, that was the dude who was obsessed with girls. Oh, that was her. I really don't know about her for real. Actually, no. This is the chairman. Where's the dude that was oh, that's him. Okay, he dropped down for real. Okay. Besides that, let's get into the other characters, okay? First of all, don't wanna it's a fucking dog. It's just he's a dog. Shout out to my man's man. I was finna pour everything into this nigga until he died, okay? He was finna catch all my loving, okay? He was finna be ooh. Actually, I wonder what happens when you level 99 him. What type of skills do you get? I'm probably gonna look that up, but he is actually outside of the part that he died and it was really emotional. He's actually like a dead ass like good character. I did like him. He was ready to sacrifice himself for what's his face, which is another thing. Let's really talk about that. Why the hell didn't we see this coming? What is this nigga's name? Kid in Persona 3 Reload. What is his name? I can't remember. Oh my gosh. Why can't I don't know what it, I can't remember. Hold on. Oh, I'm a doofus. Characters and Agnes Ken Amada. Jesus Christ. Why didn't we all see that y'all kill? I mean, y'all basically got his mother killed and like y'all just wasn't gonna realize that Ken was, you know, I mean, y'all all knew that this was her son and he joined the team. And so, you know, revenge seemed kind of, anyways, as far as the character goes, I felt like this character, he was too, one thing that didn't like vibe with me is that they were too obsessed with growing up and they never got out of that phase ever. It was they never got out of that phase of always want to grow up. I thought we was going to get like a more like the exclamation points, which I think is kind of weird. I would have wished we got more confidences with like okay, if we're being honest, who could we have taken out if we 3 male characters that I wanted to bond with? If we could have taken out the confidants with, let me see, yeah, the fat nigga, the monk, and the track star. Not the track star with the knee, the other track star. If we take out these three, I would very much enjoy hanging out with these three instead. Like the dudes, like the guys, they're on my team. I want to know more about them. I want to build my confidence up, get to know them on a deeper level. But that would have been a cool thing to try to get Ken out of, like wanted to be a kid, and like not a fact that at the end of that he never got out of that at all. And he just stayed that way. I wasn't really rocking with it. Besides that, he's still pretty cool, but he ain't my two favorites. So he's a smooth little beats here. Sonata story. Oh. My bad. Sonata story is actually good for what we get. You know, pro boxer, been boxing his whole high school career. Sister died in like I forgot if it was a house fire or something, like some type of fire. Died, got the medal. I mean, had a little medal, kept the medal. It was real emotional. And we kept fighting niggas with... It's an ST character, bro. Agnes, I feel like it was a crazy backstory. The putting death inside me. I got a little... I saw it. But you know, backseat gamers, if I would have said something, then they would have said something. So I was trying to keep it in my mind, but the little kid was looking like MC. And every time I looked at the kid... I forgot his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. The kid and MC, I kept trying to look at the eye color to see if it was similar. And it wasn't. So I assumed it was in the back of my mind, but I didn't want to say anything. That part is fire. her being upset, I don't even want to say she wasn't too obsessed with me, but she was trying to be locked in with me. And her growing up to the fact of whatchamacallit, her actually becoming a person, even though she's still a robot this entire time. I don't even see how she got emotions, to be honest with you. I don't know I don't even know how she generates tears. As far as it's almost as if a time skip happened if she just automatically became a real human, which kind of came out of nowhere. But hey, you know, but I still put this at an A tier character. It was really, she's really cool. Didn't even have no problems. Like she was good on the team. If I didn't already build my team, I feel like she would have been a good selection for that team. Igor, he really didn't come through as much. He didn't. I literally had to go to him, and then we would probably have a conversation. Igor in this game wasn't too prominent, just like in 5, because in 5, every time I go to sleep, that's like waking me up. So you know, I mean, I put him at C tier because he was cool, but you know, he wasn't there for real. Same with her. Actually, I feel like, I don't know if that was a confidence I could have went with, but just like the twins were 2 people in Persona 5 were people I could actually hang out with, but I don't think I hung out with her that much at all, and she just kept giving me requests. But I'm gonna put her in B tier because every time I did a random request, she was giving me them stacks. Okay, 1500. Hey man, and Junpei actually at row above. In Junpei we trust, man. In Junpei we trust. Hey, shout out my nigga. One of my favorite characters in this game. He's always cracking me up. The way he evolves and matures in the story is spectacular. He's the main tearjerker. He just does everything for me. It's a check mark, check mark, check mark. He's obsessed over the girls, but he just found another one and he just locked in with her immediately. I love it. In Junpei we trust, and he one of the strongest people on my team. In Junpei we trust. Junpei Nation, we love to see you. Mitsuru. This is another character I was locked in with. Hold on, let me go ahead and put my shorty in S tier. This is dark skinned, light skinned, Asian, and white woman. Papa Molly, I'm sweating. Whew. Okay. First dark skinned character I see. It wasn't a black nigga in 5. First Persona 5 dark skinned character. Can I get more in 6, please? Thank you. Dark skinned character. My bad. Mitsuru. Rich girl. She was trying to, I mean, like, okay, once again, I'm trying to force my brain out of the confidence thing, out of us raising her confidence. I'm taking that out. Besides that, she was a pretty cool character. She was trying to do the most she could while being communications, and then they got switched out for Fuka. I mean, her father died, and then, you know, shit got kind of rough for her, but a little bit of character development because of one incident that I really don't like that could have went any other way, but you know, it's whatever. But I say it's an alright character, not too bad. Luscious 25-inch red bust down. She kept giving me random stuff every time I got all A's. She didn't talk to me crazy though, but we did have tea. Yeah, she was on main team, so I still give her an A. She's pretty cool. BB nigga was French as hell. Like the fuck in, nigga. I miss him. He stayed over in whatchamacallit. He stayed there. I'm never gonna be able to ride him again. I'm dead. G fucking G's. Oh, hold on. Actually, no. I'm gonna get in the straight. Matter of fact, I'm getting to the Striker last because Striker is a conversation to be fucking had. I love them all, but we're gonna get in Striker last. Fuga. I mean, she wouldn't help the team. She came in clutch during the battles. That, you know, that inability, even though it was random, whatever I got was really. As soon as I leveled her up a bunch, then shit started getting a little serious. Shit started to get nice. I was locked in with her. Other than that, she was a warrior a lot of the time, even though we proved ourselves to be that nigga multiple times. But you know, not really a downer for real, but you know, I'll put her in B tier. The teacher, actually, okay, let's go computer. She fell in love with me and she wanted my number. Not really too much I could really say about this character besides her complaining on computer about the other teachers in class. I honestly thought on the computer that this was a whole different character. I think it was the blonde teacher, not the teacher with like the curly orange hair. I think that was her thing, but the other female teacher that we literally we only got 3 female teachers And it wasn't the two you're thinking about. It's the blonde one, I'm pretty sure. I really thought it was her. I was hoping it was her, but it wasn't. Just this homeschool, I mean, this homeroom teacher. She ain't really do much for me. This nigga kept pissing me off because I understand. Like, it's your knee, pal. You'll never walk again. That kept pissing me off. Yeah, I wasn't too locked in with that one. He kept making me mad about this need, bro. Just sit down and chill out for a little bit. I understand his circumstance, but at the same time, life is life. You can literally never walk with your knee again. And then it was a reoccurring thing. And then at the end of it, like, oh my gosh, I was gonna risk my whole life, and now I'm healed 100%. Yeah, right, man. This guy kept trying to. Oh, first of all, me and Yukata walking to school together. And then he just kept talking about it over and over. And at a certain point, when he started talking to his teacher, then finally he started letting it go. But then he got fooled by a teacher in this student-teacher relationship. He got fooled real fast, which I really didn't mess with. But other than that, he was dripped down. I'll put him in B. I'm not marrying this kid, man. I don't even, but I'm honestly, I don't even know why she wanted her mom, to be honest with you. I wonder, if you choose mom, does she go with dad? And if you choose dad, does she go with mom? Is that like the twisted way it goes? Because I should have chose mom so she can go with dad. That's what I really wanted. And she kept running away, which is like a kid thing. But, and the divorce, actually, I'm not even finna bring that down on her because she's a kid. She doesn't understand what like divorces mean. And I mean, she understands what a divorce means, but she doesn't know the deeper root feeling of like two people not in love with each other anymore. So, I give it a B tier because she's a kid and misunderstanding. It's a well-written kid not knowing about divorce and stuff like that. This guy, I didn't get to finish his, but I feel like I would have loved his character, what it developed in, because he was really stressing all his siblings. His mom is working tirelessly. Really another dark-skinned character, really relatable. Not to me, but like my folk understand. But he was a really relatable character compared to everybody else. This was like one of the most relatable characters we had. I'm gonna put him in B tier. I would put him in A, but I want to know the rest of the story. The monk was a chill guy. He was just that dude, man. He was just smoking his cigar. He kept contemplating on his own son and his wife, and then he manned up and apologized to his wife and his son. I'm like, hey man, that was bullshit. Then they fell back in love again. I like that story. Locked in. This fat nigga kept trying to scam me and made me go like, bro. Yeah, he was so depressing, but I loved it. He wrote an entire book, and I loved it. And he was dying, and then like he was so pissed off. But then later he just came to terms, and he actually died in front of us while giving us the book. And then we met his mom, and then he kept talking about us, and like I like the mom scene. The mom scene was really precious. I like that one a lot. That was cool. I'll put him in A tier. That's MC. We're gonna get into that later. Death. Before we knew he was deaf, he was snatching up girls. Niggas were getting mad at him because their girlfriends wanted to hang out with him and not the boyfriend. Hey man, a player. And then he offered himself up to kill it. That's another thing. He offered himself up. He was like, kill me. Y'all could just live regular goddamn lives, which I think is a crazy thing to come. Like, yeah, that's crazy as shit. But he really thought about us. He was really concerned about us, which I really do. Was locked in with. Who out of Striker do I want to do first? I'm gonna do him. Not really. I mean, he was meat riding this nigga. He was meat riding Jesus, but goddamn it, he was one of his disciples. He was dripped out for sure. And like I said, the comments agree with me. I don't know what it is. We don't really see that much of this character. He was cool as shit though, and his vibe was it was giving us a good vibe. It was giving us a good vibe. There was a point in the endgame where I thought he was gonna use his third G. I was gonna explode if he actually used a third G. I would have busted, but I'm gonna put him in A here. Jesus goddamn Christ. With the flared jeans? Do I need to say more? This nigga had a real revolver. This nigga did not. And then at the end of the game, he put his pride aside? He put his pride aside and really shot himself with the C's to unleash his persona. That's an S tier man. That's an S tier man. Now she really brought up Junpei's maturity. Outside of her, let's really think about this character outside of Junpei. Let's be honest. Really thinking about it, I don't think there's much before Junpei, because she was just a person that was tagging along, not really much without Junpei when you say Junpei out. But then she started warming up to Junpei and the whole flower situation, bringing her back to life. This and she coming back. I didn't. Now I'm kind of wishy-washy on her getting her memory being gone. Same time, Dark Hour makes sense. It pissed me off, but then events leading up to that made it make sense. It just wasn't like, oh, I got knocked on the head and now I don't remember anything. All her memories are from the Dark Hour and now she doesn't remember. Makes sense. Okay, I'll put this as an A-tier character. It was she was cool. She was the fight was cool. Oh, when Junpei's third you with her, it was a lot. It was a lot going on with this character. With Junpei, I would make that an S. Without Junpei, I'll give it an A because she did have some personality outside of Junpei being there. But this is my tier list. Right now, I'm not doing MC yet. I'm going to Persona 5, okay? We're going to move on. Now, we'll get to that. Okay? We'll get to that. Now, how do I want to attack this? This, okay, let me attack this nigga first. I don't like how we just never got an explanation for Lil Dude. I don't like that. He was there and everything else. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea what this character is about. I have no clue what he's linked to. I have no idea. If somebody in the comments has a video for me to watch to know about Lil Dude, I have no idea. I'm putting him he was a cool little dude, but like we got an answer for everything except him. Why were you in Mementos? What are you doing in Mementos? Why are you researching human? Why are you so obsessed? It's like to endgame. Like, what was I really supposed to do to really max this guy? It's not like I don't remember him having like a whatchamacallit, a confidence at all. So I'm not really getting why he was there unless he was just a mechanic. But usually mechanics are just something you can do in battle. And like, you know, but he was just extra. He was just, you know, I wasn't really rocking with it. Who else do I want to do? Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. She could have flipped me upside down, turned me inside out. She could have put a knee in my back. She could have done anything she needed to me, chat. I'm just bald ass fucking. Honestly didn't like this thing. He just bald as shit, man. Actually, Chad, my bad, man. I gotta do this. I gotta do this, man. Roll below. You just bald. Why did I change that? Okay. Bald. Do I really have an opinion on him? I mean, he's kind of grimy for what he did to arguably like one of my favorite characters in this game. Besides that, I mean, he was cooking up plans. But after that, it was, I mean, in between that, after that, he was just a rich guy being an asshole. Really didn't go, yeah, you know, and he's bald. He's just another guy that died. I mean, I don't think even Joker really seen him in real life before. To be honest, I don't even think they ever actually interacted or anything. He's just bald as shit too. Who else? Who the fuck? Oh no, that's what's her face's dad. Where my nigga at? Hold on. First of all, Ryojay, you're going up there. Ryuji, comic relief. Extremely fucking funny. Voice lines, the character, the voice actor he's linked to. Just overall, just a crazy character. He's my best friend in the game. I love him. He's my GOAT. He's my GOAT of Persona 5, okay? Where does the character... Do they not have? Where the hell is Akechi, or am I blind? My blind chat? Akechi, S tier character. Fooled us the entire goddamn time. And when he awakened, Loki, do you know how many times I just randomly yelled, Loki? To me, Loki, I just randomly screamed that shit out. I love him. I wasn't really I'll be honest, I wasn't rocking with him beforehand. Before when he was just a part of the team, he was just here. He was kind of shaky, but he was just here. Afterwards, S tier character, Chad. S tier character. I love him. He was just evil the entire time. He was a psychopath. Dr. Moroki, do I get what he was doing? Yeah. Did I really give a damn though? Not really. He was really just a doctor. You know, my therapist. I didn't really need a therapist though, but he was cool. And then afterwards, after like we defeat the initial boss, excuse me. I mean, it wasn't really nothing too serious for real. I mean, it was memorable, but it wasn't anything I could really be like, like, oh, this is such a good villain or anything like that. He had his beliefs, and you know, that's whatever. Her, on the other hand, they're two whoa, Jesus. You got to get shot for that one, man. I can't even let you live after that stutter. That was a nasty stutter. I can't let you live out. You got to get shot again because I kept stuttering again. I'm off that. But her situation with her sister dying and her taking on her own role and changing her own cognition and want to be her and having to figure herself out. That's good writing right there. That's good writing. The plot twist. I like that. That's not even her real name. She couldn't even go by her real. And then we locked in with her as a That's good right there, man. That's good shit. That's good shit. This fat ass nigga. I mean, he just really wanted money. I'm actually only gonna look at these characters. Actually, no. I was gonna say I'm only gonna look at these characters for what they did. A lot of these characters are like demons. This guy is just a mafia guy. I like mafia-esque characters, but he wasn't too that crazy, and he was a fly with bodyguards and his goddamn cognition. Outside of that, I feel like yeah, I really don't feel nothing for this nigga for real. I'll put him in. Okay, outside of me not feeling him, was I like really liking his character at all? I can't say that I was. This dude, him dying was crazy. Is there anything else? I mean, the torture she put what's her face through. My bad that I don't remember the other characters' names because it's been a minute. I played all of Persona 3. Like long time, like it took me 2 months. My bad if I forget characters' names. But yeah, he was his death was crazy and kind of set a lot of shit off for us to be like us having to save our name or whatever. Besides that, his boss fight was hard as shit only because I wasn't leveling my characters, whatever. He got a fat ass nose. Other than that, am I really rocking with this character? Not really. I mean, he's like all these like obviously all these evil guys are assholes, but like outside of their assholeness, what were they really doing in this world? This nigga is a fucking demon. I'm putting him in C tier because he's a you watched this nigga's mom die and you raised this nigga and you had a monopoly of stealing niggas art. Like, bro, other bro had a monopoly of like corporations and he was just the head honcho of the shit. This nigga was literally watching niggas die. He was just overworking people. This nigga was literally just McDonald's. This nigga was legit trapping off his own peers. Like, that shit is, he had a whole house filled with them niggas. Crazy as shit. Moving on, actually, I'm gonna skip on down to this nigga. He just had this, okay, I understand he's an artist, but like the nude painting joke got old real fast. Like, really fast. Other than that, I really didn't hang out with him that much because his vibe just wasn't, it wasn't what I wanted it to be. A common thing, like a crazy thing about this, anytime he was on a cutscene, this was not on purpose by the way, my face cam would always block his face. My face cam would always be above this nigga. For some reason, he was always out of place. That's another, like, that's not really like a valid reason, but like his energy was just off to me. And he really wasn't really, yeah, he didn't really contribute much for me. I wasn't really like rocking with him that much. Who else? Oh, this nigga was on dick the entire show. I mean, the entire game on dick. You better not be causing any trouble. Damn. You like, did you like actually listen to my situation of what happened? Did you even hear my side for real? Did I even explain what actually happened? You just automatically believe in the adults, and then after we hang out with what's her face, you want to start buddying up with me and then you become cool? Whatever, nigga. I put him in B because the first half he was really on dick. Second half he was actually cool guys though. The last half of the game he was actually cool bees. Who else I want to do? I mean, these three, I'm gonna count these all three as one person, even though these are split personalities and blah. Why the hell isn't Igor here? Okay, this Igor, he's not here. Is he actually not here? He's not. Holy shit. Igor, I'll put an S tier. He was always checking up on us at every single minute. Every time we went to sleep, this nigga woke me up. Like, bro, I loved him. And then he had Igor actually rounded all of us up when we was in our time of need, and I got to talk to all my peers, and we was all locking in together. Igor was a GOAT in Persona 5. Persona 3, I don't know what the fuck happened. But I wasn't really, I mean, it was towards the end game, and Persona 5 was already a long fucking game, so I didn't get my confidence up with her. These two, I really didn't see an appeal to them for real, but I did hang out with them so they could see like the real world stuff or whatever. They were cool peoples, but they wasn't nothing too serious. I'll put them down here with C. I'll put, yeah, all three of them with C. Some of y'all might be heard about this, but Persona 5 was a long fucking game. And at that point, when she came about, I was ready to go. Okay, I was ready to finish the story. Okay, was On cool? I feel like On was cool. And so, like, she was on bullshit with us majority of the time. Me and Ryuji, she was on bullshit with us majority of the time. Her whole story, oh my god, her story with her friend was fucking phenomenal. Speaking of which, she's right here. Don't know why she's here. She's here for like the beginning of the game and never saw again. I put her in B tier. I put it on an A tier because it's like a very half, like, you was doing shit with your friend, even though like there was a certain point, like me and Ryuji had to get you up out of there. Like, we had to get you to realize that this is bullshit. What are you doing? Stop feeding yourself to this teacher so you can make your friend okay, so she can, you know, damn. But as soon, like, after that, it was a pretty smooth ride. I don't got that many complaints about her, bro. She was really just cooling. Her, she's a strange one. She's a real strange one. At the same time, though, who was really like this? She was really with the bullshit majority of the time. Now, the one thing, I don't know why the fuck they made her shit random. When I don't know Futaba, glad I remembered her name. I don't see why Fuka's was, we can activate that. I mean, they had to charge up, but then we activated. But Futaba's, hers was just absolutely random. Should have let me like press N or another button so I could activate her shit. But other than that, she was pretty cool. But her story is phenomenal. Her story is phenomenal. Mother dying, having to live with that, thinking it's her fault. We're inside her own cognition. That whole plot line of hers is fire. It's fire. Her situation, we kind of got to know her really fast. And all we knew was that she was about to get, like, you know, I'd say married off. She joined the team very fast, even though this was my love choice in the game, honestly, because she was rich. But even though this was my love choice in the game, we really did, like, I don't really think it was a real time to really connect with her for real. After picking her up, we picked up Akechi, and Akechi, me and him have been going back and forth this entire time. This character we picked up, and we had to force the confidants had to get done for us to learn more about this character. Other than that, it was just she was on the team and fuck it, you're with us now. That's literally all it was. But I put her in B tier because of that fact. She joined really fast. Honestly, Morgana probably knew more about her than us, but if we didn't do any confidants with her, she would have just been on the team. Makoto is a tough cookie, goddammit. It's a tough cookie. She going op agents, opping on her sister. She kept everybody in line. Now she kept this nigga Ryuji in line without doing too fucking much. So that's all I need. All you gotta be is stern and aggressive. Like, get your point across. We down here for business. That's a good character. Morgana, I liked Morgana actually throughout. Besides the, you know, Ryuji part, getting on his case, he still had character. Obsessed with On for some, I'm not even gonna say for some reason. I cat obsessed with On. He kind of got over that kind of fast after whatchamacallit. I'm actually no, because after we defeated God, we still had the whole Dr. Moriki situation, and when he turned human, he was still kind of rocking with her. So but after a certain while, he had his little crush moments, but he never overdid it. Still a funny character. Helping also test and shit. Whenever he saw Jesus, whenever he saw like a treasure of some type started spazzing out, it was adorable. I still rock with him. This fortune chick, I wasn't actually. I need to make that whatchamacallit. I need to make a new one. Add a row below saying I don't know. The fortune chick, I ain't really lock in with her too much. I have no idea who this character is. Literally have like get smoked. I actually have no idea who that character is. Let me see. Get smoked at Persona 5. Who the hell is this? Shinya Oda. I have no idea who this is. Is this? I have no idea who this is. Maybe I missed her the entire game, but I'll legit. The tower. Yeah, I have no idea who this is. Oh, it's a kid. Yeah, no idea. I don't even see how I could have missed a character like this, but hey. Yeah, whatever. Anyways. Yeah, I have no idea about her. I'm disappointed in my actions. I just wasn't a doofus and would just pick the right choice. I could have married her for the rest of my life, Chad. If anybody cosplays her and approaches me, don't do that, please. Thank you. This fat neck nigga, y'all really give a damn? Not really. He was always trying to find us. I mean, he wasn't really pressuring us for real, us specifically. He kept fucking with Makoto, which he had unrealistic expectations. Nigga died, which is crazy. Ball of shit. This nigga was meat eating, man. He ain't getting no hoes, man. He was meat eating. Meat eatery. Couldn't believe it. I get it. You're a fan of us. Jesus, tone it down. Oh, they thought, oh, she came out to Hawaii. First of all, she came out to Hawaii and invited me out. Nigga, you think I was hanging with Ryuji and this nigga? Better fool the fuck out of me, man. Fuck no. Anyways, she invited me on Hawaii. That's a GOAT status right there as we speak. She was a news reporter and she only talked to us when she was drunk for real. I really don't know. I really didn't hang out with her. Honestly, the confidence on this one was really what abilities I would get when I got them. I guess the Persona 3 was really the confidence will unlock personas that I wanted, and Persona 5 was abilities that I wanted, and she just didn't have an ability that I wanted. Who in the fuck is this? I have no idea. Green hair Persona 5. What the hell is that? Oh wait, is that her mom? Oh wait, Futaba mom. Yeah, it was her mom. I don't know. She was in the game for like 2 seconds, and it was towards the end, and she hung out with us for like 5 seconds. I don't goddamn know. She was I guess she was a good parent. This nigga? Actually. This nigga was weird. I can't even. I tried to think of something like we got most of the villains are D tier. Nigga's just weird. I mean, I can't. Even if can you really like these villains for real without looking a certain way? Like, bro, yeah, you know, you can't really like any of these villains that I look, especially this nigga. You like this character? I don't see how you can literally any of these other villains. If you like them as a character, I can kind of understand. This nigga, not really. This guy was a cool guy. I don't know. I don't remember if I finished his confidants. I probably didn't, because that has shit to do with guns, and I felt I was already OD. So, but locking in with his son, trying to get out of a gang, I felt like it was pretty cool. It was nothing too crazy. I still put him in C tier. This teacher, I don't know if I could have bagged her or not. I probably could. You know, maid service. Actually, no, she had a maid service. She wasn't trying to do no maidly duties for a real nigga. Can't even log in with you. This mayor nigga, I had no interest in looking at this nigga at all. I had no interest. This nigga did not interest me. He was just like guy in the background. I'm pretty sure there was a character like that in 3. Was there? Probably no. It was probably the scamming nigga. I really didn't. There were just 2 characters that was there. Really didn't care about them at all. Anyways, all right, chat. Let's really talk about these 2 MCs, man. Let's really talk about these 2 MCs. Now, first of all, One of these niggas lived, the other one fucking didn't. Let's go ahead and assess that situation. Now, I'm seeing a whole lot of shit of, I think there was a particular comment. I don't know if I can find it. Matter of fact, I'll talk about it as I'm trying to look for it. There was a particular comment on one of these Persona videos that was like, the cast in Persona 5 wasn't like that. What wasn't like particularly there in the game. They weren't like, you know, I don't know what it. I wish I could find it. I wish I could find it. Oh, I wish I could find it. Oh, I'm gonna look right now. Give me 5 seconds. All I need is 5 seconds. If I don't find it, I will legit just give up on it. But there was somebody said something stupid, man. Damn. That nigga had a long ass comment. I'm not reading all that. Damn, chat. If I could find it, man. It was a particularly long one. Oh my goodness. Ah, man. I don't think I could find it, chat. But if you look through my Persona comments, there was one talking about how they just weren't there for real, which didn't make sense because how the fuck we get through this game if they weren't there? But, you know, it's whatever. Anyways, damn. I legit can't find it. I legit can't. Oh my god. What if I just look for the, I can't find it. Fuck it. Anyways, these two niggas, one is alive, one isn't. I'd say this MC3, for 3, he had coolness and he was just a chill fucking guy. I can give him that. This nigga had style and finesse. Now, to me, those are equal ratings. If you had all 4, you would be the most dominant nigga ever. But both of them had 2. One was cool, and he was just a cool guy. Other one had finesse and style. Now, I mean, MC from 3 got the power of the universe, had to die for it. Other one got the power of the world, got to go and live his fucking life. Let's be, and there was actually no, this was a particular comment I actually wanted to read. What was it? I think you should, no. Actually, we'll go down the list with it. I'll say, no. When MC is alive is crazy. When MC was speaking on sacrificing himself, so 4 and 5 couldn't even happen. I don't know if the timelines of these niggas are actually linked up or not, or these are completely different universes. To me, I got the vibe of it's completely different universes, but whatever. Disagree with your character take and Persona 5 and 3 cast. 5 casts could never have the depth that Persona 3 casts have. They also have way less presence in the story of 5. And not every character has to be, oh yeah, that one. That was actually the comment I was looking for. Persona 5 cast could never have the depth that Persona 3 cast has. They also have way less presence in the story of Persona 5. Way less presence in the story of Persona 5 I mean, okay, let's really look at it. Let's really sit down and look at it. Because majority, okay. That actually might be true. Because the complete story is like literally about these, like centered around them pretty much. The outside of Tartarus, everything was completely about the entire crew. Now I know what you're thinking. This was entirely about them, not necessarily, because this story was about death. But fighting death. Besides that, this nigga had to. This nigga was Junpei was linking with her. That was a whole situation that had its own little arc. Fucking Arataki, Jesus, Sonata, Ken and Musuru had their own little arc as well, having like discourse and shit like that. Fuka, of course, she had her little arc in it. I'm separating the arcs you have when you join the team and the arcs in the actual story, okay? What else? Strega was a whole fucking force to be reckoned with that we actually had, like, that was actually opposing us, that actually had a backstory as well. That was really in depth, that had something to do with the company we were with, which makes sense. Anything else, or did I just go through each and every character? I mean, yeah, her father was died because of the situation. Other than that, I have no fucking clue. But yeah, these two, I mean, these two arcs, the Strega arc and these, what was that? 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Where the fuck is Ken? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. That whole arc and backstory makes sense. That was basically keeping the ball rolling, getting the backstory of the entire game. Because when we started in the game, there was still stuff that happened in the past. We weren't the first ones to do it. In this game, honestly, he might be right on that one. The presence of this crew, it wasn't really about the crew. It was about stopping the cognitions and stopping the major famous people, which makes sense. Was there a bond really? Okay, if we had to compare bonds, to be honest, the shit they went through, how much? I'm not equating death on how much they grew, but comparably, how much death did they go through? Akechi fucking died, but you know, he was just like what's her face. He was just like who just joined. Actually, no, yeah, these two, Akechi and her. Like both were just part of the crew. They just came aboard to help the cause because they had the power to, and that's really it. This nigga's mom died, but that was part of him joining the crew. He died, but that was just, you know, a sacrifice. These two died, but that was just part of the cognition. Trauma. Actually, no, that nigga died, but you know, that was just part of, you know, actually, he might be right. Outside of the character arc of them joining the crew, besides that, these characters didn't really have like a little like discourse in between each other, besides Morgana, because Morgana was going through it. I mean, that kind of linked into her joining the crew, but Morgana was going through it, like with the true identity and what happens afterwards, and after defining the purpose, and if he's a shadow. Morgana had his own arc outside of the joining crew arc, which is cool. So did Futaba. Kind of actually. I mean, main goal was to figure out the truth about her mom's death and stuff like that, which kind of tied into, you know. But I think that might be right. This crew was a much more stronger, more locked in crew because they went through a lot and they helped each other and was piggybacking off each other and like really supporting each other. Outside of you joining the crew arc, and this team was literally join the crew, next cognition, join the crew, finish cognition, join the crew, finish cognition, finish, join the crew. It was like a back and forth, which I'm not saying is a bad thing, but the bond in comparison to 3 isn't that crazy for real. Still, at the end of 5, or at the end of 5, they still did come together to like basically coordinate their their cognition to basically fake Joker's death, and had to fool everybody and had to stay quiet and let that shit run out, which is like a cool thing they did, but it doesn't really up to the terms of this for real. Anything and compare, I mean, okay. MC from Persona 3 had the power of the universe for what, like a couple days, and then died. And it seems like in the DLC that's coming up, you know, he's there, but he's not there. Legally, Agnes is our new MC. So like, one MC is, I mean, hey, it's still true. One is dead and one is not. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I still put these two are still like MC worthy. These are two finessing, like dripped out. Like, let's not even go into the drip. Both these things is dripped out on every occasion. Okay. Both these things dripped out on every occasion. But to be honest, I still put them, both of them. I mean, like, there's not really a tier. I can't even put them in S tier because they're not that. They're MC. They're just that dude. But besides that, you know, there's not really much I can really say about these characters for real, because they're just MC, pal. They're just OD. You can chat. You can have 2 bad bitches. It's finna be 3, hopefully. If we get a remake for Persona 1, Persona 2, or 4, please, 2 bad bitches can exist though. There's no really comparing them when it's just 2 bad bitches, okay? But end of the day though, this is the tier list. At the beginning, y'all heard me on my round with YUKATA. Y'all can argue with your mama. I really don't like that character. It's just something that, you know, I'm just not rocking with personality, all that. Other than that, I'm probably gonna play this by myself. I mean, I'm probably gonna do in-game pluses by myself for both these games because I have other games to play that I have to like, record and give you guys. There's a lot of games I have to play, but yeah. Shinigami Tensei is coming out soon. Metaphor is coming out soon, so I will be playing those. But yeah, this was the gist of the tier list, and that's really all I got for you guys. I really enjoyed both games. One game, ooh, honestly, if I were to refer somebody to play a Persona game, it would be Persona 5 and not Persona 3. I would make them play, if I had to choose, I'd get them to play Persona 3 first and then play Persona, no, I'll get them to play Persona 5 first and then play Persona 3. Because this shit is really straightforward and shooting yourself in the head is fucking crazy. But Persona 5 is kind of like, it dumbs that shit down. It still has the serious topics, but it dumbs down everything else so like it's an easy ride to go through. But yeah, other than that, yeah, okay, I think I'm done. Officially done. Yeah, I'm not done with Persona content. There's more content of Persona on the way, but other than that, that's all I have for you today. Any argument, I mean, y'all can argue about it in chat, but you're really gonna be arguing with your mama. Unless y'all give me a valid point to honestly be arguing about, then yeah. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Tune in next time for some more Persona. Let us know if you like and subscribe to the channel to see some more. Ring the bell so my videos come out. Comment in the comments any other video addition I have. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, keep it live all the time. People, KingRosé. I'm out of here.